Hello, good morning. Welcome to the fourth dimension. My name is Maria. I'm your Sherpa for this read. I am working on Sagittarius. My adventuring, pioneering, free-spirited, twirling, all positive stuff, all positive. High-vibing zodiac sign Sag. Thank you. I need 3 more, please. All right, Sag. Anything that happens in one of my readings is intended for the reading. So if you hear interruptions, dogs barking, doorbells ringing, doors opening and closing, lights going off and on, clocks stopping. I mean, like, we've seen it all on this page, have we not? Ooh, Sag, what is going on with you? All right, I'll pull some, I'm pulling 5 oracle cards, Sag, and then I'm gonna pull some Rider Waite Tarot for clarification, and then I'm going to, I believe, I'm going to pull some, what's your honey thinking about you? What would they say if they could, okay? So currently this week, you might be asked out on a date. I have date night right here. I feel like this is somebody that you've kind of been looking forward to having a conversation with on a more deeper basis. I feel like you are in a spirit of like coming, like it's spring, right? So I feel like you're coming out of a space of hibernation and you're getting ready. And it's not even one person, maybe it's more of a vibe that you're feeling is, like date night kind of gives me the sense of I'm coming out of my shell, right? I get ready to be wined and dined by many. It might not just be one person. Somebody that you're dating. Oh God, help me. So this is always a dicey conversation, but somebody might be struggling with knowing which side of the team they're playing for. And they might like both sides. I'm just saying they're struggling a little bit. There's somebody that you might be having a conversation with that may not quite be ready to come out of the closet. They're very comfortable in the closet. And I don't like using that. It's an 80s term. There's no closet. It's just comfortable, right? And they're still exploring it. They're still kind of identifying who they are, who they are, what they believe in. That's fair. I feel like you're going to be part of that conversation. I don't know if this is a romantic interest. Several of you, I feel like the reason why I was giggling is I feel like you're married to them. Yep. Or in a long-standing relationship with. Maybe it was a situationship and they're determining that they actually have feelings for somebody of the same sex. Don't even think about the skin suit. It's the energy, right? So the energy that I am picking up off the sexuality card could be 2 men, 2 women, doesn't matter, but they are feeling super attracted and comfortable with this other person, and they are choosing to close the doors on the other relationships they had. So you're going to be in the middle of a conversation like that this week, I believe, several of you. I hear that I got a no card. I don't think no is about the sexuality. I think this is separate. This no is... it's not the right time. So again, it's the right person, wrong time situation for several of you. And somebody is putting a dead to another relationship. I can't make this up. Okay. So as I clarify this, as I keep going through, I get like several different storylines. There are quite a few of Sagittarius watching. Sag, I love you guys. You are the pioneers. Like if I ever had a picture next to your zodiac sign, it would be somebody with a backpack trudging this road on to their happy destiny, and they want to experience life at its fullest, and they are releasing. This is a chapter of releasing things that don't serve them anymore. You've done some inner work. You've done some extraordinary work. Even if you don't feel like, Maria, I've only done some journaling, or no, internally, I think you've come to terms with your limits and what isn't limited. So your limits might be, I've gone as far as I can in this relationship. I've done as much as I could in this situation. I've learned everything I need to learn in this job. That's the vibe I'm getting. It's not necessarily your limits. It's more like this is limiting to my growth. So I'm moving forward. Tell me more, Spirit, about Sag, letting go. Yep. Man, this is so you're reading, y'all. This is on target. So under date night, and so almost imagine this reading being sectioned into 5 separate stories, maybe 3, but could be 5. Sag, okay. And forgive me for taking so long. It is an upright deck, and you have a lot coming out in reverse. It is an upright deck, just saying. It's like upright. 8 of Cups, double card. That's twice I pulled that card. So you might be deading several of these. I know I'm pulling quite a few. I want some more. I need 4 more, please, for Sag. And I'm very hesitant to just pull cards. I kind of want to take my time and get the right card for you. Yep. That makes sense. This is all coming together now. So this might be several. Oh, man. This might be several different storylines. So this is going to be an issue. I've never had a reading like this where typically it tells one story all the way through. This is 5, I feel 4 to 5, maybe 3 to 5 separate stories. Take it for what it resonates. This is the Temperance card. So remember what I just said? That if I ever had an image next to your zodiac sign, it would be you holding a backpack off onto this path that isn't carved out. It's like the road less traveled, right? And the road less traveled is the one you want to experience because you want to explore and have adventures that give you meaning, give you lessons, elevate you, whether it be emotionally or financially or independently or just in a new relationship. You're going to explore because that is your nature. And you're very, very vibrant about it. You're very, like not hippie, but very free-spirited. I like hippies, so it's a compliment. You don't care about the norm as much as maybe the next zodiac sign. You don't really care what people think of you. You're not like out there for the world to see making mistake after mistake. It's not like that, but you're definitely taking risks and you're not really consumed with what the norm thinks of you. You are the girl or the guy that I feel everybody chooses one thing and you're intentionally choosing the opposite because you want to experience something different. Several of you are embarking and coming out of that shell. That vibe that I got is you've been through a transformation. You've been in a state of hermit, right? Isolated, hunkered down in the cave like a bear and now hibernating, right? And just thinking and maybe too much time by yourself. And you're finally coming out of this space of, kind of like exploration of internally deciding what you want, what you don't want, what makes sense, what you're doing, kind of where you're investing, what isn't serving you. You've done all this work mentally. That's why I'm getting the vibe of, Mari, I haven't really done anything, but you've come to terms with what hasn't served you, where you're not putting energy, where you're not returning texts because they're hit and miss and not really, they're surface. There's nothing really to invest there. You're not going on down the rabbit hole of some third-party energy that isn't intentional with their feelings for you. So you're just not investing. And it's not that you have feelings about it in a negative way. You're just deciding this isn't what's for me. I'm not going to consistently put energy and time into something that will not give it back to me. Whether it be a personal relationship, a job, a marriage, it could be anything. It could be anything. You're just like, you're kind of evaluating every single thing in your life. That's the vibe I get. You have maybe over the winter. Like February, I want to say February and March, you were making major decisions. It's now, we're going into June and you're kind of like solidifying those decisions into a better path, right? And so you're making those choices to go forward. Right off the bat, I have date night. Let me show you the cards. So several of you, and I'm not gonna clarify this any further than this because I think this is pretty clear. I have date night, and date night, like I said, is just you being available for opportunities that historically you may have not even entertained, and not in a negative way. You just weren't ready. You didn't want to have, you didn't want to go out. You just wanted to be a hermit. You felt more comfortable, Netflix and chilling by yourself. In fact, I think you turned down opportunities just to isolate. Maybe you're getting over a relationship. Maybe you were letting go of things that didn't serve you. I have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and an Ace or a Page of Pentacles. So you're meeting somebody that you are actually interested in. It's been a minute that you've had that spark and it is coming to fruition. This is following date night. Your spirit guides are telling me Jump in, be the fool. So this is the fool vibe all over it, and the Two of Cups. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting. Get into this. Several of you, you're already in a relationship. You're in a situationship. You're in a friendship, maybe. You're close with somebody, very, very close, very, very close with somebody. You are spiritually connected with this person. The sexuality card isn't necessarily, it's more of a friend vibe. Like, they're coming to you to talk to you a little bit more about this. So this might be a situationship where you are friends with benefits, or it's in and out, and it's a lot of sexual energy, but it's deeper than that. It's a real spiritual connection with this person. They're coming in. It's the Chariot. It could be a water sign, and they're going to have an honest conversation, because I have the Queen of Swords. Doesn't matter about the sex, the skin suit. Screw the. It's about energy. The Queen of Swords in the upright is a forward conversation with intent, passion, and guarded, but truthful. It's still truthful. They're just guarded. They're afraid of what you're going to think. That's the vibe. And they're trying to manifest this because they want to manifest a new, they're in the middle of a transformation. They're trying to discern how to approach this conversation. You know, you might have had a friend with somebody and you knew they were poly or bi, or you put a label on it, don't care, it doesn't matter to me, but they're not committed to one thing. Let's just keep it like that. And so now they're approaching you for either interest, okay, they're interested in you, or they're interested in your opinion about what they're going to say. So you're going to have this, and again, lots of folks on this, watching this, so take it as it resonates, but be patient, be kind, be understanding, and be supportive. This person, it took a lot for them to come and share this information. They're transforming. It's going from the caterpillar to the butterfly. They're becoming their best and highest version of themselves, and they're trying to embody that. What does that look like? How does that, how do I relate with that? And they're asking your opinion, or they're trying to let you know, hey, I've already done this work and I'm interested. What are your thoughts? Are you open-minded to this? And the Queen of Swords is be honest and not, it's like patient, right? And it's be assertive, but yet be loving and kind. It's a knack for sure, because if you're not interested, you got to make it to a place where you still love this person, because you have a very deep connection with this human, very, very deep connection. They've been on this space for a while, and now the Chariot is like jumping off, right? And they're going forward, it just all in to have this conversation with you. And the Chariot it's racing forward. So regardless, they made a decision, they're going to have this conversation with you, hell or high water. I'm coming in, I'm going to have this conversation. You aren't going to be expecting this. You are not expecting this conversation. Nope. But take it for what it's worth. Several of you that are in relationships. Now, again, this might be a blur between 3 to 5 different stories. It might be one person's whole week. I don't know. I just get the vibe because Spirit's kind of showing me, it's kind of weird for me, but it's different storylines. So I have different energy levels at different, for what I'm reading, and each of these are different. So one of these just might relate with you this week. I have no. This is not necessarily no. It's more of not now. So when my kid, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but when my kids were little and they're like, I want to stop off at Mickey D's and get an ice cream cone, I wouldn't just say no. I would say, that's a great idea. How about we do it after supper? So that's kind of the vibe I get. Or maybe tomorrow or Friday, or we'll save that for when the report cards come out. Shit, I don't know. I make something up because I don't want them to eat a bunch of garbage. So that's kind of the vibe I get. Is I'm not intentionally saying I don't have an issue with ice cream. I'm just saying the timing is wrong. That's a lot of this vibe. And again, your ice cream cone could be a relationship. It could be and I get it's like a commitment. It's a commitment, ring level commitment. And it could be a job. It could be you not taking a trip. You not taking on a certain job that you were given an opportunity to take, and now you're saying, no, thank you, not wrong time. It's a great opportunity. It's just not my time to do this. So it's very attractive, but yet not attractive, not enough, or the timing is wrong. So it's like, man, I wish I could have done that, but I got to do this, or I'm committed to this already, that kind of vibe. Or I got to close out this thing. So maybe in a month or 2 months, I'll come and explore this with you, Sag. or vice versa. Take it as it resonates. You might be the recipient of the no, right? This is in relations to a friendship or some kind of partnership. And the reason it's the Two of Cups and not like, say, the Lovers or something a little bit more stronger is this is something that would have come into a fruition, but it didn't. It stopped. And that's what this feels like, is the reverse Three of Coins and the Ten of Swords is something that's coming to a dead halt. And somebody's identifying, I can't go forward with this. It's the wrong time. I just can't. So it could be somebody was entertaining a third party and said, no, I don't want to do that. Or it could be somebody is entertaining, it's just a turn hard left. It's not the Chariot where they go straight forward, hell bent, like bam, like without stopping, slowing, yielding. This is well, maybe I might go over here. Or I took a left, or I took a right. So that's the vibe, is I made a decision, now I'm changing my mind. Or I hadn't made a decision, now I am making a decision. I'm going to say no for now, but please consider me whenever this opportunity comes up again, or this relationship, when I close this out, I'll come and talk to you about whatever this is, but I can't right now. It's not the right time. It's not the right or fair thing to do. So I feel like this isn't being deceitful. This isn't being shady. There's no narcissism feeling anything in it. It's just an opportunity that was presented that nobody can move forward with, because it's just not, it's like a commercial of what to come. Kind of the vibe I'm getting is it's like, this is what could wait. This is what it is or can wait for you if you want it down the road. It's going to be sitting on the side of the road when you're there and you're ready. You can explore that and pick this back up and go down that road if that's what you wish to do 6, 8 months, 10 months from now. It's not very long. I don't think it's like forever. For the majority of you, it's just a no, not right now. But this is, for the Two of Cups, that means it's somebody close to you. It's a relationship. It's some kind of interpersonal relationship. Two friends. It could be somebody, that you're romantically interested in, or some opportunity that is going to present that you're passionate about, an opportunity that you're going to step aside to. You're going to say no to. Several of you are letting go. Ooh. So this vibe I get seriously is, it says, make room for the new beginnings on your way to you now. So this gives me not only the World card, but also the Wheel of Fortune card. So this let go is, you've been in your head. Could be about this this Nine of Pentacles, but the Nine of Pentacles energy is pre-Empress. So it's somebody who, the Nine of Pentacles is stable, solid, all on your own. You don't need anybody paying your bills. You don't need anybody making a way for you. You're finding your own way. In fact, I feel like the letting go is directly tied to your come up. So this energy of anxiety, trapped, no way out, hopeless, stress, meant like can't sleep, can't eat, consumes your brain. The Nine of Swords is right before the 10, my cadaver. The previous row, that card. So the 9 is getting to a place where you're like, one more round, coach. I can do one more round. And you're like, F this, I can't do, I don't want to do another round. I just want to die right now. I just want to drop my wands and walk away, which is right before the 10, or the swords. Right before the 10 of Swords is giving up, letting go. So the letting go is your spirit team saying you have to release whatever the hell this is for something new to come in. You have to make space on your timeline for that new chapter. This chapter has been over for a while and you've been grieving it. You've been experiencing grief. You're going through the whole stages of grief. You're finally coming to an acceptance and hope for a brighter future, a new path, open different opportunities. You're welcoming a new chapter. It is kind of like spring and rebirth. I have a butterfly on the card. So you, I feel, are also going through some form of transformation. Do you remember when I started this reading and I said it could be 3, it could be 5? So I feel like maybe this transformation is very similar to this date night, is you're opening yourself up to new possibilities. And I do believe it's in relation to a brand new relationship that you have to release the last. The last is unmet expectations. So you've had some resentment, bitterness, sadness, depression. You're coming out of a space of healing from that, I feel. But this is stepping from bridge to shore, and bridge is holding on to that resentment that there's nothing better coming in, and releasing it and stepping into a new world, new path, new cycle, the Fool, right? I don't see a Fool here, but this, you experiencing this Wheel of Fortune that you're currently in, Sag, for those of you that have ended something this last cycle, last say 6 months and till now, and you're processing all this nonsense, and you've healed, and you've done the isolation, and you've done the hermit, and you've introspected some shadow work, you've identified patterns that you're doing, and you're running away from anything toxic. You're not even entertaining that anymore. It's not even an option. And as a result, you're experiencing this glow up. I'm not even kidding. This is justice. So even though you didn't get closure, I feel several of you did not get closure in this goodbye. You found out some shit, and you went in immediately into sadness and immediate, well, why me? Why did this happen to me? Versus saying, I'm fine. This person's the one that's messed up. You know, might have taken you a minute to make that step into that, that's, you know, from believing it's about you to them, to then the next level is, okay, I do understand they're messed up. I'm not completely not at fault. I saw the red flags, ignored them. And so what will I do differently next time? I'm going to ask better questions. I'm going to check to see if they're available. I'm going to do the due diligence to ensure they're for real. I'm not going to jump in so quickly. So when I do get into a place where I really like somebody, I know they're genuine. All of that, and then some. You've even done some more stuff. You may have even started therapy. You might have started talking to somebody on a regular basis to do that introspective work, to discern what about you attracts these folks. Why do we need to go rescue other people? I mean, you've done some stuff. This let go is way more than just a relationship. It's about a cycle. You're stopping a cycle that you've been in for years. Like I used to say, if there was a stray cat on the street, I would pick that son of a bitch up and I would take it home and love it and feed it. I'm allergic to cats. Okay. That's the irony. And my mom was like, we don't need any more cats. Put the cat back, put the cat back, put the pet. You know, she'd just be a little short Italian woman. She's like, Maria, put the fucking cat back. Okay, mom. But I'd have I'm serious. If I could, I'd have a whole barn full of cats. It's so sad. And we did on the farm. We had hundreds of cats, probably why I like being on the farm so much. But the letting go is letting go of the expectation of all those cats, of the attention, of the affection, of the expectation you had of this one specific relationship, and changing your perspective as this relationship offered you an opportunity to look inside yourself to say, okay, what is it about me that keeps wanting to go get cats and fucking fix this shit? No, I don't need to fix anybody else. I just need to fix me and stay in my canoe, whole, sane, peaceful, no drama, no third parties, no nonsense, and I'm just gonna take care of me. That's what you're doing, Sag. You got this. You put a dead to it. And the one thing that you're not letting go of, you're now releasing. And you're going to get explosive growth. And it will be justice. That's that karma and that dharma off that wheel. It's universal law. It's got to balance itself out. So the overgiving you gave and the more takey the other person took, once you pull that energy back, it kind of levels out. That's universal law. Lastly, running out of breath, is I have health. You are focusing on your mental health, your spiritual health, your physical health. And it says health issues could arise. So this is kind of important. So we are in that springtime. So of course, make an appointment with your doctors. Make sure your doctors are saying that you have a clean bill of health. So under the health card, I have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. I have the 10 of Pentacles in the upright. And then I have 7 of Wands. So you might have had a scare. You might have had a scare. I feel like maybe you've had some overindulgence. And again, not everybody's going to resonate, and that's okay. Take what you want. This is somebody else's story. This is somebody who is over-consumed, over-eaten, over-drank, over-smoked, overindulged, over-had sexual partners, etc., possibly unprotected. And now you have some, that's what the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse is. And it's panicking. So you're over in your head. This is challenges. So you might be exhibiting some physical challenges. If you're overeating, of course, your physical challenges are lethargy, sugar addiction, Maria right there, M&M's not, I know my own issues, donuts and M&M's right there. But it also might be weight gain. It might be increased blood pressure. It might be edema, which you have some now. Now you need to take a medication because of the edema, or and the edema actually hurts your heart. So now you might have a heart condition. So all of these, again, imbalance, right? So once we balance out our diet, the rest of the things kind of fall into place, or they get a closer in line. That's the vibe I get. So when we take our finger off the pulse of what we're supposed to do and allow the baby mobile to just handle itself, it kind of goes awry when I put too much pressure on one thing. If I over exercise, I have an injury. If I don't work out, I have joint issues, so it's a balance in everything. So this is what Spirit is saying, is if you just balance out the few things this season, this chapter, everything is going to turn out okay with your health. This 10 of Pentacles also might mean you're going to feel extraordinarily well, because the Happy Ever After, that's the title of the card. It's my card. I made up that title, but I'm going to make t-shirts, trust me. Happy Ever After, and that 10 of Pentacles is I'm healthy, so I can enjoy a family. I'm a golfer, so I enjoy golfing. I enjoy taking my dog for a walk. I enjoy a healthy lifestyle. And the 10 of Pentacles is I'm able to have that happily ever after because I spent the hour with my doctor to come up with a game strategy, and I stood, the challenges is not eating after 6, right? Not drinking that 7th drink in Maria's case. I kind of kid because I'm a recovering drunk, but I used to love the box wines, just put a straw in it, and I call it my adult sippy cup. That's kind of the vibe I get for a handful of you, is like, man, if you only knew. I'm like, yeah, I understand. I did that after I got divorced, and that box wine helped me get through it. And M&Ms, the pound or the half pound. I'm serious. It wasn't pretty. But now I don't need those things, right? And neither do you. I don't believe that the handful I'm talking to is you're releasing some of this. Is that let go of everything. You're just kind of shredding and releasing anything that doesn't bring you favor, that doesn't bring you insight. Okay, for those of you that are in a separation, and it's I feel like more recent than longer. I hate saying this out loud, but I feel for a handful of you, for Sag, please, it might be a twin flame where you have this in and out, back and forth, hot and cold, in and out, back and forth, hot and cold, this dance for years, right? Tell me what their person, not for everybody, could just be a high-level soulmate. This is what they're thinking of you. We both know I am not the one for you. Don't kill the messenger. Tell me more. And you know what? This is that lesson that I keep thinking about with the letting go. I couldn't let you get close to me. So they have their own traumas, undealt with, unreviewed. And they love you. They do love you. I get the sense that unconditional love, Sagittarius, you brought this person, woke them up to a different kind of love, and that scared them. So you might have a runner-chaser dynamic going on. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you, and they have a little bit of an ego. Don't know who you're dealing with, but they got a little bit of an ego. I wish I could take back my words. They like to fight. The fighting keeps them awake. Or how do I say this? When you give energy, and they might poke the bear on purpose, send you a nasty text, say something cutting and cruel, hurt your feelings on purpose, because they're trying to invoke an argument, because then if you engage in this argument, you care about them and they know you care about them. Just saying. No. That's a previous card. No, thank you. Wrong timing. Right person, wrong timing. And again, this whole reading, this is your overall energy, is balance. I can't make this up. I love tarot. My God. Okay, anything else? Nothing else is coming out. Okay, one card. I wish things could be different. And my dad, I swear to God, this is the energy. My dad used to say to me, if wishes were horses, beggars would ride. And I'm like, what the hell are you trying to say to me? And he's saying, quit wishing and make it happen. And this person says, I wish I could take back my words. I wish things could be different. There's a lot of wishing in here, but if this person was truly gonna change, they'd change. Okay, lastly, let's leave an angel number for the week for my Sag friends. Sag, this is a great reading. I'm so happy for you all. A lot of challenges, changes, you're coming out. I feel several of you are going to try new hairstyles. Several of you, not the Kris Jenner lookalike that I got, buying new clothes. You know, the old ones don't fit. Either up or down, doesn't matter. It'll come off. Don't worry about it. Don't overthink it. But mostly you're walking into a stage of new. And your angel spirit is saying you are protected. You are protected. So when you see a 4-4, a combination of fours, it says, trust your journey. Remember what I said when we started this with the backpack and you're going down to, I'm telling you, the path like the trail unexplored, right? The path not taken. It says, trust your journey, trust the way your life unfolds, and trust that you are where you need to be at the present moment. You are protected. And I do feel like your spirit tribe is screaming at me right now saying, let Sag know we love them. We're in the cheering section. We've made banners. We have bells and whistles, and I can just hear your tribe, right? And applauding for you for the growth you've done and the work you've done and the no's you've already said and the things you're putting down and you're releasing and you're moving forward. Sag, this is a brand new chapter for you. I'm very excited for you. A couple things before you go, please, please, please. I am offering as a gratitude, it's a gratitude giveaway. I am pulling 5 names out of a hat, or it's actually more of a very large Tupperware thing. And you just keep adding to it. 5 names. 5 free 30-minute readings for lucky subscribers. You have to be subscribed and you have to have a real name in your user or in your comment section. It can't be user LMNOP 1000,000,007 with an asterisk, whatever. Don't do that because it's really hard to copy that and paste it. And there's too many users. Just put a name in there. Hopefully yours, you know, just a first. I don't need a last name because I'll link it to your actual YouTube. So make sure you watch this channel through YouTube and not Google YouTube, but go to your YouTube, your Gmail, go to YouTube in the box next to it, and then enter it. And then your name will come up. And then when you put a comment, we'll know it's you or whatever your YouTube name is that you created. Just any name is fine because that's how I'm going to post the winners. So if it's a user, LMNOP 1000,000,007, it's not linked to anybody because you went in through Google. I hope I'm making sense, right? It's a fictitious name. Just saying. If you didn't know that. Just saying. So go into Google, go into your own YouTube account and feel free to sign in. Or if you don't want to do that, then just put your name in the comment box and then I'll pull that and say free reading, please. Otherwise, you won't be in the drawing. Second, you must be a subscriber. Hit that notification bell if you are a subscriber. That way you'll be notified when I put up new content. And if you don't want to take the risk and you just want your own personal reading, please email me at dimensiontarot@gmail.com. And this is where we part ways until Wednesday, midweek pulse. Love and light, Sag. Take care.